How does diversity come into play with this, in terms of this impartiality?
Well, I think in two respects, you'll have to take into account the diversity of the bench itself, the judges, the judicial officers, because as we get a more diverse uh, judicial branch, the experiences that they bring in allow them to perhaps have different views of the word and understand better the position of the parties. Whereas if you have a linear or very undiverse judicial system, then they are going to be hearing cases and matters that are presented to them without necessarily having the background and an understanding to be able to put themselves in the positions of the parties and their different plights. The other the other aspect of it is diversity in terms of the controversies that are brought to them and how they are able to understand them and rule on them without being affected by prejudices or biases. So, as a matter of example, you know, we've always had these issues on the very controversial topics. When you think people think that judges are not going to be able to rule one way or the other because they have been identified with different views. The concept of judicial independence comes in when a judge is able to, despite of their backgrounds and different views, entertain controversies that are diverse from their own. So I think those are the two points that I would bring that we discuss in terms of diversity and judicial independence.
Okay. What variables are important to having a diverse judicial branch? In terms of is it gender? Is gender a big important variable? Is it religion?
Huge. Gender is huge. Race is important. Sexual orientation is important. I think. I mean, with the trend that we've seen in recent times, I think it's becoming more and more important that we have a judicial branch that it's comprised of all sectors of society, not just the privileged few that we've become accustomed to.